astrology, risk and always giving you this car astrology. The setup is coming back soon though. Green screen and all. Okay. So today is Friday, July 22nd. Happy Leo season to all the Leos. Anything that ends in O, you know I fuck with. Scorpio, Leo, sometimes them Virgos. Sometimes. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. You're cleaning something off of the top of one of these buildings in Southeast DC. All right. Let's go through this because it may take me a long time. It may take me a short time. Let's see what kind of mood I'm in. It takes me an hour to get to work, so let's not make it that long. But it's 9:37 a.m. The moon is still in Taurus, which is in its exalted spot position. Yesterday, when it was still Cancer season, the moon and the sun were sextiling, so that's good energy. It still should be good energy today, even though the moon is not squaring the sun because the sun is only at 0 degrees in Leo. But all right, take two. I redid most of this video, or I'm redoing most of this video because I needed to study a little bit. I was rambling as usual, and I really want to work on that until I can get back into my own space and not have to do this car astrology. But it's hot outside, and it's always busy at my home. So long story short, here we are. I wanted to break this up. I want to talk about just Leo season itself, because it is the sun's home. When the sun is in Leo, the sun is at home. So that is the overall energy for everybody. Leo also represents your heart. So does Cancer. And I want to talk about that because we just left Cancer season, water season. Now we're back in fire season. Shout out to all the Leos I know. Again, anything ending in O, like Scorpio, is oh so vibrant, oh so great, oh so grand to me. Even the Virgos. Anyway, shout out to one of the two besties I have left that are Leos, Styles and Elle. And shout out to all the other Leos I know, especially Cam White, who I study from. I study a lot of astrology from. He's a Leo sun, and his birthday is today, the first day of Leo. Shout out to any others who have birthdays today. All right, so Leo is at home in the sun. Cancer is at home with the moon. So we're dealing with the moon energies and the sun energies right now. Okay, we just transferred over. We're dealing with a lot of water and fire energies right now from transferring over. We also have a lot of fixed energy because Leo is a fixed sign now that the sun has moved into Leo. Mercury's also into Leo, so we're talking more brave. We're communicating more with our chest, okay? We're speaking from the heart as well. Leo has to deal with our childlike state, the fun we have. Leo also has to deal with how the sun illuminates us, how we get our energy. Fire is energy. Oh, I feel like I'm missing something else about Leo, very important. Romance, love. So the sun definitely can bring over the warmth in our hearts. Leo is still a personal sign. Once we get past Virgo season, we deal with the signs that are more about the collective. Being a fire sign, Leo can mean you can be a little selfish. Leo also represents celebrities, any celebrities that have Leo placements. I mean, any person that has Leo placement has celebrity kind of status. Shout out to Janine, my friend Janine, who I met online. I believe it's her birthday today, or it might be next week. She's a Leo early. I know she has a Cancer moon. She was this close to having the new moon because her Cancer moon is like in the last decan in the 20 degrees. So Anyway, shout out to Leo season. Why is this important? Because everything that's in Leo is either going to oppose the other fixed signs. It would oppose one fixed sign, and that's Aquarius, the opposite of Leo. And it will square the other fixed signs, Scorpio and Taurus. Now we know the nodes are in Scorpio and Taurus. We know the moon is currently in Taurus, is getting ready to switch to Gemini later this evening. But because the sun and the moon, the sun is in the first decan in the 0 degree mark, and the moon is getting ready to go into like the 29th degree and switch over, they won't make any interaction. The new moon, however, coming up will be in Aquarius. That will oppose the sun in Leo. Saturn is in Aquarius, okay, in retrograde. So that means that the sun will be opposing the old world recreating itself. Let's talk about the squares really quick, because there's a lot in Taurus. There's the Taurus North Node, Mars in Taurus, and Uranus in Taurus. That is going to be my second video about that conjunction with Mars conjunct Uranus in Taurus, as well as Mars in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus, as well as the North Node in Taurus. So, just a briefing on that. The sun in Leo at 0 degrees today is going to go past all those markings within a couple of weeks. So August is going to be lit, okay? We have the new moon in Aquarius on the 28th, which is next Thursday, I believe. Yes. Today's the 22nd. It's 12:57 p.m., by the way. And then we have Mars going to be at 18 degrees, around that 17, 18, 19 degree mark. With conjunct means they're blended energies. And I'm trying not to go too deep in this because I want to do a separate video on it. But the North Node will be at 18 degrees, as well as Uranus will be at 18 degrees. Now, once Mars leaves Taurus later on, just to say this briefly, it'll remain in Gemini for 8 months. We'll talk about that later when that happens, but what it's going to do right now with the squaring of the sun with those planets in Taurus is going to create a lot of breakthroughs. You already have noticed them, so we'll talk more about that later. But all those are going to deal with this sun in Leo, as well as Saturn in Aquarius, as well as the North Node. So anything that squares or opposes the North Node is also going to do the same thing to the South Node, okay? So we're talking about a lot of fixed energy. Let's just go over the planets really quick again. Sun is in Leo. Mercury is in Leo. Mars is in Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus. The North Node is in Taurus. Saturn's in Aquarius. And the South Node is in Scorpio. That is 7 placements. 7 placements that are in fixed signs. So fixed energy. Fixed folks. All of us Scorpios. All of us Tauruses. All of us Leos. All of us Aquariuses are going through great transformation right now, especially if you're in between 17 and 19 degrees, as I again will speak about when I talk about Mars conjunct the North Node conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Fixed signs, when fixed signs are opposing, we're talking about change that doesn't want to happen but is needed to happen. When fixed signs are squaring, we're talking about conflict with the change, but again, it still will create some kind of resolution, which everybody wants a resolution when you're dealing with fixed signs. Fixed signs can be very persistent. However, we can also procrastinate, okay? Let's just pinpoint something with the news, the current news in the truth of the world. Skin Mask recently got COVID-19. He also announced, which is crazy so, that he has cancer. I don't watch the news. Of course, this was all over the truther internet, Telegram, Instagram, TikTok. Long story short with that, because I don't study skin masks like that. I get it strictly from those of you who do. Skin Mask is supposedly y'all's president. If you don't know who I'm talking about when I say Skin Mask. Y'all's president. This was talked about in astrology a couple of weeks ago when Mars went into Taurus, because Mars in Taurus is like learning how to take action on what you value. Your values could be changing, especially with Uranus. I know I might as well make this about both of them, because this is supposed to be about Leo season. But the Mars moving into Taurus was in Skin Master's 6th house, which is the house of health. So he's supposed to have been gotten sick, but he finally did. It was going to happen. Astrology told you so. You know, time is an illusion, so sometimes the astrology can be a little bit delayed. Let's say it like that. So now he's sick. With the breakdown of all the things happening with the fixed signs, and I keep using the word breakdown because Uranus being in Taurus has to deal with the collective. It has to deal with liberation. It has to deal with freedom. It has to deal with uniqueness. It has to deal with being innovative. And in Taurus being in its detriment, which means in the worst position, Uranus is in its best position in Scorpio, actually. And I have Uranus in Scorpio on my birth chart. It's hard for a lot of us to go through this change, especially if you are a fixed sign. But it's needed. It will be what will catapult us into the next level of life. On top of all the other planets doing what they're doing, on top of all the other truths coming out, on top of all the secrets coming out. You know, that south node in Scorpio is not only applying to the other planets that are in fixed signs, it's also creating a breakdown of the secrets hidden, the lies, the power that has been taken from us, that we need to regain. And so, long story short, the sun in Leo, going back to that, will illuminate all this. Okay, the sun in Leo will create bravery in all of us fixed signs, especially Leos. It'll create a heart space for us, because again, Leo represents the heart. Not only is ruled by the sun, but it represents the heart. Each sign has a body part. And leaving Cancer season, going back to this, leaving Cancer season, I think Cancer body part is the lungs or the breasts. It's not the lungs, that's Gemini. The breasts. That surround, or your chest, that surround the heart. Okay? Also tying this into water and fire signs. Water signs are about our emotions. Fire signs are about our actions. I need to go get some lunch real quick before I go to work and finish this video. Fire signs are about the action we take. So, long story short with that, we are taking action on our heart chakra, the placement, the way we feel in our heart, the bravery we take, the things we say with our chest. And instead of going through emotions with these things, right? Instead of, you know, Cancer season can be an emotional season. It can be moody. Cancer represents the moon. The sun can be more powerful. The sun is the highest element in the sky out of all the planets. Therefore, fire signs elevate us. Then we have the fire sign that represents our heart. There'll be more romance. There'll be more heart-to-heart conversations, especially surrounding the theme of change, the theme of breaking through, the theme of letting go certain fears and powers with Scorpio energy, tapping into more the different things that we're going to value with the Taurus energy, with the Aquarius energy. And I'm again just going through all the fixed signs. With the Aquarius energy, tapping more into our uniqueness, how we can be innovative through all this change. And then wrapping it up with the Leo energy of just how to get to our highest point, our highest elevated state. That's 13 minutes, y'all. I'm going to just push this out, come back with a little bit more, maybe a part 2, because I did tie these two in together. Again, I'm driving, so I don't have notes that I can refer to. Talking off the top of my head, and I just wanted to get this information out because I haven't been on in a while. my Taurus house, my Taurus placement is in Chiron, which is the wounded healer, which also moved into retrograde earlier this week. And I'm healing from a sickness that I got that came out of nowhere, y'all. Came out of nowhere. And therefore, all of us, wherever your Taurus placements, wherever your fixed placements are in whatever house, look into that and see where you're making change. Without getting too personal, I'm making change without, I'm leaving alone touching everything and everyone, because that has gotten me my health in a place I don't want to be. So in all, hopefully this helped. I will be doing birth charts again very soon because I'm getting my shelters together. That's another change. Taurus has to do with shelter and stability. And it's changing for me and my whole family. All my kids, we all have Taurus placements in various, not strategic, very prominent positions, placements. So, I have the daughter who is a Taurus sun. I have my youngest daughter who is a Taurus moon, and my son is a Taurus rising, and I have the Taurus in Chiron. A lot of us that are between 40 and 45 have the Taurus, Chiron and Taurus. So we're healing from finances, not having stable lives, most of our lives, and just transforming that now. Hopefully this made sense. I'm gonna come back, like I said, later this evening. I gotta work too, so I will be back sometime this weekend with part 2, because there's lots more to talk about. Thank you for tuning in to Get a Life Astrology. This is TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many, Zakia, enlightening every day. And you are growing into divine adults and loving yourself forever with Get a Life Astrology. Peace. Happy Friday. Have a great start to your Leo season. Get it popping. Fixxx Unite.